move, and Clyde Drexler will be here for the Big Three draft lottery. And there are a bunch of big stars coming to the Big Three, including Amari Stoudemire, Ron Artest, Greg Oden, and more. And we'll break it all down coming up. Villanova overcame a slow start to blow out Michigan last night for their second national championship in 3 years. Dante Divincenzo was the hero, scoring 31 points off the bench to capture the most outstanding player award. His 31 were the most points ever scored off the bench in a title game. And Jay Wright's team capped off a dominant tournament, winning every game by double digits. Let's take a listen to the Wildcats after the win.
I just have the best job in the country. You know, I'm in my hometown. My wife's alma mater, my favorite team growing up, and I got a great president, great AD, Father Peter and Mark Jackson. I just love going to work every day, you know. And our guys graduate. You see these kids are great kids to coach. As a coach, there's just nothing better.
I did not think that I was going to have this kind of night, because every night I come into the game, I try to bring energy. And if we get off to a good start, I try to take that energy to a new level. I try to defend, and I try to rebound to the best of my ability and just trying to get it going. And like I said, these guys did a great job of just finding me, and I found myself in the rhythm.
Shannon, what's your biggest takeaway from last night's game?
Well, my takeaway from Jay Wright's comments, I'm in line for a raise or I'm going to the NBA. Villanova board of trustees.
Yep. No, that's true. But they're not exactly a one-and-done school.
No. Skip, that performance last night, and I go back a long way. You go back even further. But that might be one of the, that I've seen with my own two eyes, that's one of the top 5 individual performances that I've seen.
Individual or team?
Individual.
Oh, okay.
Dante Divincenzo, I call him Billy Hall. Remember the character for White Men Can't Jump?
Do I? Yeah.
Skip, he was special last night.
Yeah.
They were down 7 when he came into the ball game. And then over the next stretch, they go on a 34-12 run. And they never look back. And every time Michigan was try to do something, he would snuff it out.
Yep.
He not only, I mean, you can just look at the 31 points, but he rebounded the ball. Skip, that block, that two-handed block on a dunk, you won't find a better college play all year.
Agreed.
You might have to go back some years to find a better college play on the defensive end.
Agreed.
Skip, he got range. How do you guard him? And I was listening to John Belay. The only time I heard, because I wanted to hear what the coach said. He said, even if we had played our best, the way he was playing last night, I don't know if we could have beat him. Because he had range. He comes in right off the bench, Skip, and he pulls up from 23, and he swishes. Okay, you hug up on him. He can go by you with either hand and finish at the rim. Tremendous handle. He was passing the ball. He was rebounding. What surprised me most of all is that this is a very small team, because I don't think they got a guy over 6'8" or 6'9", and they killed Michigan on the boards.
Wagner just play harder.
Wagner was going to have a 30-20 game for them to have a chance, and they was going to have to knock down some of those threes. But every time Michigan got close, this young man would go and say, nah, not tonight, guys. This is my moment. If you go back and you look at, he's the only guy since, Glenn Rice, a 30-point performance in the championship game with 5 3-pointers. That reminds you of that game, what Danny Manning did, Danny and the Miracles in '88 to Oklahoma. That was that kind of performance. Magic Johnson in '79.
Or go back to Bill Walton.
Nobody's going to do that 21 for 22 against Memphis. No. But I don't remember that, Skip. I just see old highlights of that. But what I've been able to see since 1979, that's a top 5 performance. And to see this... But guess what, Skip? Only one freshman for Villanova, that's Spellman. This young man, a redshirt sophomore. Brunson, a redshirt junior. All those guys are upperclassmen, been there, done that. Battle tested. I'm not saying this is the only way, but there's a reason why they were able to withstand it. It doesn't matter. 10 points, when you win all your tournament games by double figures, you the real deal.
I am so with you on this. Nova does not win that basketball game because, remember, Michigan got off to a strong start.
Had no answer for Wagner.
Nova does not win that basketball game unless Dante Divincenzo comes off the bench firing and just lights them up. And they go on a 23-7 run to the end of the half, and he scores 12 of the 23 points. So he scores more than half of their points. And he wasn't just bombing threes. He's getting to the rack, and he's blocking shots, chase down breaks with both hands. And it's changing the game because it's just ripping the heart out of a Michigan team that looked like it was game from the start. And when it ended, and I've watched Nova, I don't know, 4 or 5 times this year, I sat back and thought, who always catches my eye every time I turn on a Villanova game is this kid. And I thought, why doesn't he get any draft buzz? Why? Seriously, I'm serious about this. Why isn't anybody talking about Dante Divincenzo as a potential lottery pick? And there's one reason and only one reason. He's white. It's as simple as that.
Billy Hall.
He's not black.
No.
And again, I'm not saying this is wrong or bad. It's just It's just a fact, because we have been conditioned by history to know that if you project American white kids to pro basketball at those two, at either, if you want to call him a point guard or a combo guard, he's got a lot of two guard in him.
Because he got good handles.
He's got handles, and he can pass it, and he can leap now. He's got some hops. I'm not saying he jumps out of the gym, but he's got reasonable hops. And he's got skills, all kinds of skills. So to me, if you look at what's going on right now in the NBA, if you look at shooting guard position, help me out, because I looked hard this morning. I can't find one. I'm talking American kids, not foreign, not the Euro kids, but American white kids at shooting guard in the NBA right now, or point guard. Help me out.
JJ.
JJ Redick. He is the only starter white American kid. He's not a kid anymore. At shooting guard. He is the only one. And then you start scouring, and you see Joe Harris. He lit up your Cavs the other night. He's a 6'6" shooting guard, but he's a backup for the Nets. He's got a black parent, so I'm going to disqualify him.
Oh, my bad.
So his father's black. But anyway, I got it. He's light-skinned. Okay, then look at that little T.J. McConnell. He's the backup point guard for the Sixers, averaging 4 assists. But he is a point guard. And then Luke Kennard got drafted out of Duke last year. And he's
almost 60. Wait, he's 6'9", 6'10"?
No, he's not. No.
How tall is he?
He's like 6'6" or so. But he's a shooting. His position shooting guard. So he's averaging 7 points.
But Luke can't handle the ball like this.
Not like this.
J.J. Redick couldn't handle the ball.
No.
Now J.J. Redick had the range, but J.J. Redick wasn't finishing.
Like
he wasn't finishing at the rim like this.
No.
Kid.
And he can't jump like this.
That's the elephant in the room.
Yeah, and then the other players, Kyle Korver, and I don't even know what position you call it. He's 6'7", and he's just a spot-up shooter, but he has no handle that I can see.
He don't have a position.
Right?
No.
So you don't even call him a shooting guard, do you?
No.
Okay, so that's it. That's the whole scope of American white kids who've come to the NBA, players, and made it at shooting guard or point guard. So I think it's Dante Divincenzo actually gets discounted just because he looks like he's the son of Michael Rappaport. That's what he looks like to me. Doesn't he look like Michael Rappaport?
They called him the Michael Jordan of Delaware.
I know.
And if he'd have been,
but it's almost like derisive. It's almost like sarcastic.
Like Delaware, do they play basketball in Delaware?
So. Wilmington does. Yeah.
I'm looking at it. I'm in amazement.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen. Okay, Jimmy Fredette could shoot the ball. J.J. Redick could shoot the ball. They couldn't put the ball on the floor like this kid. They couldn't handle the ball like this kid. They couldn't rebound the ball. This dude is challenging a 6'6" guy at the rim that's going to throw it down, and who knows how the reaction. The crowd goes wild. They get back in the game. He's like, no. For him, it lets you know what he's made of.
Okay.
Because a lot of people wouldn't challenge that. But he challenged the dunk with both hands.
Both hands. And got both hands on the ball. It was pretty now.
I said, Obi was just doing it to Michigan. Oh, man. And like he told Sid, I fought some better players than you, Sid. That's what Billy Hole told him in the movie. Skip. I don't know what, and what's the scouting report on him? Okay, guard him. Okay,
well, the first scouting report is he doesn't even start. Yeah. That's why he gets discounted. He comes off the bench.
Right. And he has had, he's had one 30-point game this season. Yeah. But a 30-point game against Butler is one thing. 30 points in the national championship game when all the chips are to the center of the table is something entirely different. And for him to come away with that performance.
Okay. So this is just me, and I'm a University of Oklahoma fan, both football and basketball, but Trae Young. I've been watching Trae Young all year. I got to tell you, every time I watch this kid, I see more NBA ability in Dante Divincenzo than I see in Trae Young. Yeah. Trae Young's a willowy 6'2". This kid's 6'5" now. He's 6'5". Trae Young 6'2" and has a hard time finishing. Does this kid have a hard time finishing? He does not.
Either hand.
Right? He's explosive. He looks like he's got some strength. He's older because he's a third year, as you say. He broke his foot when he was a freshman. Yes. But let's look at Colin Sexton. I watched him, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. I watched him against these guys.
Yes.
This kid's better than Colin Sexton. I know Colin Sexton's only 19, but I saw more from him. And that Gilgeous Alexander who plays for Kentucky, I do like him. He's a Canadian kid, but he's long. He's got like 7-foot wingspan.
Right.
And I like him at 6'6". But those are the 3 lottery picks at sort of point guard, shooting guard. Okay?
Trae Young, I don't know what Trae Young's going to be. But if you just take ability for ability, Trae Young can't touch this kid.
He can't.
He can't
touch him. Think of what you're just saying.
He can't.
Because for much of the year, Trae Young was the runaway player of the year.
Think about Skip. They fed him coming down the lane. He doesn't lay it up. He stuffs it.
Slammed it. Nasty slammed it.
I'm like, y'all better get him.
Yeah.
It's too late. Did him in. Dante, the Inferno, Divincenzo.
Yep.
He is. They let Opie cook him. They let him cook him.
And as you know, it's not that easy to come off the bench cold into a national championship game and just say, flip that switch. And he just he gets the ball in his hands the first shot. He just says, I'm up.
And he just elevates. And the thing is, Skip, but what they do with him is that they bring him in at the first time out.
They do.
And he plays the rest of the first quarter.
He does.
I mean, the first
He plays starter minutes.
Yeah, right. So when you look at it like it's a 40-minute ball game, and you look at it, and he's played 35 minutes. You're like, but you look at, and he's a role player. But I don't really know how. Last night when he got it going like that, he could raise up from 23, and if you hug up on him, he can go by you. I don't really know what you do. And like Coach Beeline said from Michigan, even if we play our best game, I don't know if we beat him because of him doing what he's doing at that point in time. Maybe it's close. It's not a 19-point game, Skip, but I don't see how Michigan wins that game with the way he's playing.
No, there's no way. So Trae Young's got a little like push set shot that he shoots kind of from the floor, and he's got a quick release, but he can shoot it from 30 feet. This kid is rising.
He's elevated.
He's going up and shooting it at an apex. It's hard. One time they had 2 Michigan kids on him, and he just went right up between them and shot it untouched, unscathed.
And think about the player of the year, Brunson, had a horrible game. He made his first 2 shots, and then he just missed like everything.
He just plays hard.
Yeah. Man. The player of the year.
Yeah.
And they beat you by 19.
Yeah.
He plays any type of ball game.
Yeah.
And they got everybody can come back. Now, I believe probably Brunson and Bridges, I think they're probably going to go pro. But Spellman is the only freshman. I don't know, Dante. You might need to think about it in the NBA. I know.
Yeah, so they're asking Jay Wright after the game, is he going to start next year? And I'm saying, who cares if he's going to start? Is he going to declare? That's what I want to know.
Oh, if I'm Jay Wright, I'm saying start for who?
Yeah.
Some NBA team. He won't be starting for me. I mean, I'd love to have him back, but I recommend that he goes.
Hey, seriously, you don't think he could come off the bench for an NBA team?
Yeah, absolutely.
As the 6th or 7th man, the leader of the second unit, and change the game?
Yes, absolutely.
Whew.
Big night for Dante.
Yep.
Next up, Tiger Woods is back at Augusta playing in his first